Bonjour. How do we know which noun is masculine and which noun is feminine? We know that every noun or a word has a gender. A noun is either masculine or feminine. And we also have plural noun. Here you have apple and apples, orange and oranges. Okay? Now, all the Romance languages like Spanish, Portuguese, French, Italian and Romanian has a masculine and feminine noun. It is a characteristic or feature that comes from Latin language, and the gender somehow depends on the origin of the older Latin word. In English, we do not have masculine and feminine noun. So the easiest way to tell the gender of a French noun and word is by looking at the last letter of the word or the noun. The general rule that if the noun ends with an E, it is feminine. For example, we have la pomme, la table. Pomme means the apple, and la table means the table. Now, you also have here la voiture, which means the car. Now, all these nouns end with an E, which means these nouns are feminine nouns. Now, nouns which end with any other than the letter E is generally masculine. For example, you have here le croissant. You have also le train. Now, croissant with the letter T, not E, and train ends with letter N and not E. So the only thing is there are a lot of exceptions. For example, you have le fromage, means the cheese. It is a masculine noun, even though it ends with the letter E. Next, you have here la voix, which means the voice. It is a feminine noun, even though it doesn't end with an E. And because there are so many exceptions to general pattern of masculine and feminine noun, it is best to learn the nouns and the articles together. Here you have indefinite and indefinite article. Okay, so you have le and un. Well, let's talk about the definite article first. You have le for masculine, la for feminine, and it means the. Next, you have indefinite article, which is in English, and you have un for masculine noun and un for feminine noun. Le and la are like the definite article the in English again. And un and un are like the indefinite article in English. The general rule is when the noun ends with a letter E, it is feminine. And when the noun ends with any other letters beside the letter E, it is masculine. So this is the most common way to tell the gender of the nouns. However, there are some other patterns apply to tell which noun is masculine and which noun is feminine. Some masculine noun endings like age, age, for example, le fromage, the sound is age, or the cheese, le fromage means the cheese. Another ending like ment, M-E-N-T, for example, the word le document or the document. Next, you have ending O, E-A-U, like un oiseau, O, or a bird. And you also have oir, O-I-R, like le miroir or the mirror. Well, if you see these kinds of patterns or endings, it is safe to assume that the nouns are masculine. You have age, you have ment, you have O and oir. Now, we have few common patterns or letter endings to tell the noun is feminine. Okay, the ending ion, zion, like la nation or the nation. T, like la liberté or liberty. You have also us, like la chanteuse or the singer. So for feminine ending, common pattern is ion, et, liberté, us. So just like the masculine patterns, which we have seen earlier, it is safe to assume to say that it's safe to assume and to say that the nouns are feminine when we see these letter endings. Okay, why is it important to know the genders of the nouns? Because it influences other parts of the French sentences. You are going to see this for yourself what does it mean? What does it mean later as you progress in your lesson? And voila, I do hope that will answer your questions. How to tell which noun is masculine and which noun is feminine. Merci beaucoup. Au revoir.